Hello and welcome back to Brick Army. My name's Steve and today we have for you, this is a cracker, this one, the Panlos Challenger 2. It's enormous. So, usual story, 60-second speed build, some pics, and then we'll have the review. So, without further ado, let's crack on and build. Right, welcome back. So, first of all, the instructions. This is a proper book by Panlos. It's not quite as good as the Sembo books. The Sembo books do have a lot of extra information in there. However, it's extremely clear, and there are no problems on the building thing. And I do like this at the back, the list of all the different bits and pieces, so you can check. Yeah, certainly above average, not bad at all. What else we got? Right, okay, you've got 5 minifigures. Now, the 5 minifigures are quite good. However, they are completely out of scale with the rest of the model. So it does look a little bit like you have 6-year-olds running around the tank. But hey, I can forgive them for that. So what do we think? I think this is excellent. I've got to say, straight off the bat, everything fits together nicely, very nicely indeed. Everything is printed, so there's no decals or stickers. I am a little bit perplexed about why we have some of these white bricks on the turret. Perhaps they decided it needed a little bit of colour. I'm not entirely sure, because I've never seen anything like that in a real Challenger. But really, the design the design in the way that they have made this, I think, is superb. One of the big problems with, well, any model really, it doesn't just have to be tanks, is when you have angled surfaces. Now, we've seen on previous models, like for instance the Jagdpanther, which was a bit of a disaster because it was just too fragile. They tried to do a similar thing, which a lot of companies do, in that they hinge so you can angle in. And that's all well and good in theory, but if you don't have the hinges secured properly when you're trying to attach them, the whole thing will just crumble and fall apart. Or what will happen is that because you're trying to press down a brick perpendicularly, but your force is coming at an angle, you're liable to, again, disintegrate the piece you're trying to put together. What Panlos have managed to do with this is they have, this is in several places, so the upper and lower glacis, even at the back here, and particularly around the engine cover. As you can see, that lifts up really nicely, not a problem at all. On the front of the turret, the armour, get that angle, that will come out a little bit, and it's not fragile at all. You don't have to worry about touching this and it falling apart. It is really, really cleverly designed. Hats off to them for this, because this immediately has gone to my number one in my favourite tank build that I've done since starting this series. It's just really very good indeed. I know I've mentioned in previous videos about how a large tank or expensive tank with a large piece count isn't necessarily the best, and I completely stand by that, because some of the best tanks that I've done in this video series, like the T-34, sorry, the T-54-55, the two little KV-1 and KV-2s are really quite small. But this, I'm afraid, this is now number one as far as I'm concerned with the tanks that I built. It is very, very good indeed. It's quite weighty. You don't want to drop it. The tracks also move very nicely indeed. Overall, I am very impressed with this. Now, this cost me £38.19. So it's on, as far as I would consider, the slightly more expensive side. I don't think it was quite as expensive as the Abrams that I did, which is, I believe, a similar piece count, roughly. If it's not, I'll put it thereabouts. It's only roughly similar price and similar piece count. And while the Abrams is pretty good, I'll bring it across a second. It is, well, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to lift them both up, but let's give it a try. Obviously the Challenger is a slightly different scale, slightly larger scale, and while the Abrams is good, this is another level above. Yeah, can't sing its praises highly enough. So £38.19 I paid for that. Now, I'm recording this, obviously, before you see the video. Put that back on there. So today is the 5th of August 2024. As I say, £38.19 is what I paid for it. However, I did check it on the website immediately before filming this section, and £34.16 you can get for that now, and that is a steal. That is just an excellent price, I think, for this. £4 less than I paid for it. If you can afford it and you fancy a modern tank, obviously this is now starting to be replaced by the Challenger 3, but you're not, if you get this, you're not going to regret it in the slightest, I don't think. Yeah, it's really very good indeed. So there we go. One Panlos Challenger 2. Treat yourself, why not? You've earned it. So there you go. That's the Challenger 2. As you can tell, I rather like it. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video and this review. If you have, please like and subscribe. But otherwise, just keep watching the videos. You take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.